Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exclusive interview live on Mount Olympus. I'm your host, Jim Benville, John Doe Frank, and to commemorate the recent release and subsequent success of the novel The Odyssey, I have with me the star and author of the novel, Odysseus, the King of Ithaca.
Oh, thank you very much.
Shake your hand. Thank you, sir. And also, not only do we have the author, but as a special treat, we have another star of the novel, the Cyclops Polyphemus. Let's get
Blind. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Anyway, so Odysseus, tell us about your latest incredible adventures.
As you can imagine, I've been pretty busy. You know, after my return to Ithaca, there were parades, symposiums, I killed all my wife's suitors.
And the winner roasted Achilles.
Oh yeah, that. And then things started slowing down a bit. And it got me thinking, no one really needs a hero right now. So I started chronicling my incredible adventures back in the Trojan War.
Very interesting. And Polyphemus, what have you done since your unfortunate incident?
Well, Jim Benville, I've recently rediscovered my passion for tending sheep. Marvelous animals. I could go on all day. And also, I've also rediscovered my love for the beautiful art of music.
Oh, really? That's pretty interesting. So, what do you play?
I play the triangle.
Huh.
Something the matter?
No.
I'll have you know, the triangle takes years of practice to master.
I'm sure it does. I'm over here, by the way. But
It does.
I would think that you would play something a bit more sophisticated, like Lyre.
Fair enough. Now, I hear you were quite the sportsman back in your day. How has your recent injury impeded your sports career?
I'd say not at all, honestly.
Really?
I recently came third in local rock throwing competition.
That is impressive.
Unfortunately, the rock did land somewhere near the judge's table, but no matter.
So, gentlemen, I heard after your little skirmish a few years ago that you've been at odds with each other. How is it that you've patched the bridge now?
Well, when I started writing my book, I realized that Sicily was a major part of my story, you know. And so I thought, you know, if I need to have old Polyphemus here in the book, I need to get his consent for it. So I went back to the island to straighten the whole ordeal out.
Well, this was only after I'd been searching for nobody for close to 10 years. And when Odysseus showed back up on my island, I was about ready to kill him and sink his ship. Turns out he was very persuasive. He brought with him some very nice sheep from Ithaca. They were mint. They were absolutely mint. And the eye drops would be nice if I wasn't already blind. That's the thought.
I'm
Yes.
so sorry about that. But also the fact that Poseidon would have killed me if we hadn't, you know, cleaned this up.
Yeah, there's that too.
So, gentlemen, I've heard from the grapevine that the chapter that involves the skirmish between you two has actually become a fan favourite. Would you mind recounting this turn of events from both sides? We want to get a balanced opinion of this.
Well, it was just recently after leaving Troy. Me and my 12 ships, we had just visited Ismarus, and a storm swept us way off course to the Cyclops Island. And with no real cell phone reception whatsoever, we found our way ashore and found a cave with a lot of food and water and supplies in it. Being starving and in need of this bounty, we started taking little bits for ourselves, and all of a sudden, old One-Eye here, oh, should I say No-Eye, he shows up, kills 2 of my men and locks us in a cave.
Hold on a minute. You took far more than a little bit. I'm walking home after tending to my sheep. I'm sure plenty of your viewers can relate to
can
this.
understand.
And I find a bunch of men taking my food. I was just trying to protect my things by holding them there until I could figure out what to do with them.
You ate 2 of my men!
You were stealing my food first.
My men were not yeah, you know what? Look, doesn't matter. It was a long time ago. Doesn't matter.
Suppose you're right.
Anyway, I need to be on my way and escape, so we got this guy, we got pretty drunk.
You convinced me that your name was Nobody.
Yeah. And well, then,
You stabbed me in the eye.
yeah.
Anyway, to get on a different topic, Polyphemus, tell us, I should say, how did you recover from the unfortunate accident with your eye?
Well, I turned to self-medication. Hardcore binge drinking, to be precise.
Yeah, that answers a lot.
Unfortunately, my method of self-medication was neither effective nor ideal. I was left with no money due to my addiction, and I lost my status within the Cyclops community due to my drinking and the fact that I was rambling about somebody called Nobody at the time.
Oh, you mean me, right?
Yes.
Sorry about that.
Luckily for me, my life turned around and I met the love of my life, my dear Sina Galatia. Her pure waters and soothing words helped cleanse me of my addiction. And she turned my life around, really. We have 3 sons, Celtus, Illyrius, and Gauls. They're off running their own nations, so we're both pretty proud of them. Though it didn't really work out between us, we still get on. We still get on very well. To be honest, at the moment I just prefer to tend to my sheep, play my triangle.
Wow, that's pretty heavy stuff, man. We're all glad to hear that you've come so far. So anyway, getting back on the subject of the book, Odysseus, you seem to have made a few omissions in the book regarding your adventures. Would you care to outline what they were?
Well, I mean, I didn't change anything. I just told the story from the true perspective, which was mine. And how else could I tell you the story without giving you the true facts?
Well, what about that fiasco with Circe?
What, you mean where she almost turned us into swine and kidnapped us on our island? That all turned out okay. We even ended up staying there for a long time.
Yes, apparently quite a long time, according to our sources. You actually stayed there for about a year, didn't you? And also, tell me about your son.
You mean Telemachus?
No. I mean, your son with Circe. What's his name? Telegonus? Yeah, that's it. We've heard rumours about your little affair for quite a few years now.
Come now, you know that was never confirmed.
You don't really seem too surprised about that, though.
Well, I mean, everybody keeps bringing it up, but it's just rumours, that's all it is.
Well, actually, I've heard about this guy too, and supposedly he's a really nice chap. And, Circe's a bit of a lucky too, eh?
Excuse me, I have a wife.
Well, that has at least stopped you before, has it? Didn't you stay with Calypso as her lover for 7 years?
Well, if you'd read my book, you'd know that I was held there as a captive, and I escaped as soon as I could.
Wait, hold on a second. So does that mean through your 10-year journey, you've only spent about 2 years on the sea?
And, hey, didn't you murder a whole bunch of your wife's suitors because you thought she'd been unfaithful? Isn't that a little hypocritical?
Well, things like this tend to get a bit exaggerated. I'll kill you!
And that's all the time we have for tonight. Stay tuned for our next segment, Achilles and Patroclus, allies or lovers? Who wrote this shit?